Hey everybody, Steve Moore here, owner of RUNMOORE, this fabulous brick and mortar running shop located in Westminster, Maryland. It's December and we're excited to give out some awards for our favorite shoes of the year. I have dubbed our award the Moopies. So let's dive in and give out some Moopies for 2024. First, my favorite knock-around shoe / vacation shoe. This is one of my favorite categories because we get a lot of people who come in here that maybe not be serious runners or walkers, but are travelers, and they're looking for a shoe that they can do a little bit of everything from hiking to walking to sightseeing to vacation to airport, a little bit of everything. That to me has been the Ultra Wild. This came out earlier this year, and this is one of their 4mm drop shoes. It's a little bit of everything. I've golfed in it, I've hiked in it, I've walked a dog in it, I have traveled with it. You can wear it with a little bit of everything. It's got nice comfort, a little bit of support to it, just a great all-around shoe. My only beef, this is their black. Not very black, it's kind of green, but it's super comfortable, my favorite vacation shoe. Up next, we're gonna move into the walking category. Again, I'm looking at this from perspective of our customer base. You know, these awards, I'm kind of having a little bit of fun here, but we're trying to toe the line between what I kind of think and what our customers are seeing coming out here. And I would say for us, the walking category is a huge part of our business. And I would say the most of our customers are falling between like, I'm ready to try something new and different. I want a zero drop or I want some foot health stuff, to people that I want something more traditional, something that I feel comfortable with, that's kind of old school vibe. So we sort of pick two walkers depending on the type of person that you are. The Mizuno Horizon, it's a shoe that we kind of feel is slept upon. It's got unbelievable stability to it. I think one of the things we like about this shoe is we have people that severely are rolling to the outside of their foot, and this shoe has certainly helped them get back. And same thing if you're going to the inside of your foot. This shoe has so much support, it's gonna get you back. One of the other nice things about this shoe is it has such nice soft heel step into it. And a lot of times you put on a big high drop stability shoe, and that's what this is. It's a high drop stability shoe. This doesn't feel too clunky for how much cushion and support it has. Right up next to it is the Hoka Gaviota. This for us is actually our most popular Hoka here in the shop. It is so nice and luxuriously wide. Well, it doesn't come in a 4E. We find that this shoe for all the Hoka shoes fits the widest, and it also is sort of the most volume for people that need to add an orthotic to it. Tons of cushion, tons of support, runs nice and wide, comes in an all black option. It's our best Hoka shoe. It's the Hoka Gaviota 5. Now we're gonna get into a little bit of speedier stuff. Best racer of the year. You know, I did not get to do tons of racing this year, but I did tons of miles. Actually, this year I've done a lot of miles, running a lot of shoes, running a lot of carbon plated stuff, just an overall ton of volume of shoes. And like for me, the new Asics Meta Sky is spectacular. I have run in the predecessor, ran Boston in it last year, loved it, did some workouts in it this year, loved it. It's so fast and light, and if you follow some of my reviews, I've talked about sometimes these really high cushion carbon plated racing shoes, I feel so off balance on it. You know, I just feel like I'm just totally unstable in the shoe. But this, because it almost feels like it's not a max cushion shoe, like it definitely feels like it has a little lower profile compared to some of the other shoes in the same category, that I feel more nimbly bimbly in it, but I also just feel so light and fast. I mean, it's unbelievably light and airy, and I feel like it's a reason why you've seen Asics really sneaking on the podium in a lot of the big marathons, and a lot of people are rocking in this shoe, and I agree with them. Now, favorite trail shoe. You know, for people that are sort of in the know, Hoka has really had some great sneaky shoes in that category. Last year, my favorite shoe for the year for the trail side was the the Mafate Speed 4. And so this shoe felt kind of weird to me at first. It wasn't something I thought I would love. It's just not a shoe I thought I would love because I also didn't like the original Tecton. But the Tecton X3 is awesome. It feels so different from the original versions to it. I found myself for short runs, long runs, fast runs, slow runs, this was getting pulled up in the rotation a lot more than I expected. And really, I did not think that I would pull something as frequently as I did the Mafate Speed 4, but I kind of just kept going back to this shoe. Fits great. Love the little booty cup. Didn't think I'd like it. No problems with sock in different heights, which was a concern of mine. And even the width, actually for my big fat foot, felt great. The Tecton 3, awesome shoe. Up next, my personal favorite shoe. And it's funny how these things work, that you have a shoe that you hate and you have this preconceived notion on it. And I, last year, actually talked about my least favorite shoe was the New Balance Super Comp Trainer 2, but yet here we are in version 3, and I love it. It's my favorite of the group. It's bouncy, it's light, and I think one of the favorite things is it has so much volume and so much width to it. I ran a lot of miles in this shoe this year. Something that I was able to run long and fast in, and even on recovery day shoes. Maybe not a shoe I'm gonna run a 5K in, but a lot of other distances, I would have no problem using this as a one shoe rules them all option to it. The plate in there adds a little bit of stability if you need it. I found that when I looked at this shoe after tons of mileage, my outside wear wasn't nearly as bad as I saw in some other shoes in this same category. The width was great for me. Same thing, other shoes in this category, if I was doing like long runs in it, beat my feet up. I never had any issues on this. And I did gravel runs. I did hours and hours runs on this shoe. Always happy feet. Big fan of this shoe. Now, my biggest disappointment shoe of the year was ironically the version 1 of the Ghost Max last year. I loved version 1 of the Brooks Ghost Max. And to me, it was just a totally different shoe from Brooks. It kind of was taking some concepts for some other shoes out there, but they put their own spin on it and they did it really well. So I was super excited for the Ghost Max 2, and it to me has been a bit of a flop. It doesn't fit as well. It doesn't feel as well. Aesthetically, I think it's a great looking shoe. It did not live up to the hype. It did not live up to the expectations of version 1. Can tell just looking at our numbers across the board on it, majority of people that came in for the one that tried version 2 walked out with something else. And I will say our favorite shoe of the year for like our customer perspective actually was another Brooks shoe. So people that were like, I want to try Ghost Max 2, and they were kind of meh, which was most people. We had a lot of people that were coming in here getting this Glycerin Max. This thing is spectacular. I saw this earlier this year and I was a believer, and there were some people that I work with who will remain nameless who were not believers in this shoe, and I think the record will show this shoe has been awesome. It's been awesome for Brooks, and if you're following this channel, there's a good chance that you've been nailed with social media and targeted marketing from Brooks on this shoe. I felt like I saw this shoe getting pushed out a lot, and it actually helped because we had people walking in the door that were already aware of this shoe. And when we reviewed this shoe, I kind of talked on the negative side about the price point being a barrier to entry for some people on this shoe because we're up to 200 bucks. That's a pretty big shoe price without a plate, with something that you might not race into, and as a new model. People that have come in, honestly, and I'm not just saying this, when they try this shoe and they're like, that's the shoe I want, the price has not come up. It has not come up because it's an awesome shoe. You can run fast in it, you can run long in it, you can beat the crap out of it. It's got different tuning to it, so it's designed to be a little softer on you land, a little firmer on your way out. It's bouncy, it fits great. It has been a shoe that has really, again, brought Brooks back up to the top of the line for us on this sort of category. For us, the Glycerin Max has been spectacular. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. I did want to mention an honorable mention for shoe of the year. A lot of people that have tried the Asics Super Blast 2 has become like, the sneaky popular shoe. I was talking to people, I was at a running conference a couple weeks ago, and I was having some conversations with people about favorite shoes, and I was like, I love this and this. Well, obviously the Super Blast 2. I'm like, it was like duh. It actually, to me, it reminded me of the Hoka Mafate Speed 4 last year. Like the people that had run it, it was like, well, yeah, that shoe's fantastic. Of course, that's top of my list. I have yet to find anybody who doesn't just like this shoe, but loves this shoe and speaks glowingly on this shoe. It fits great. It's super nice, super light. Do a bunch of stuff in it. And again, I really don't like doing this, but our best shoes of the year, they're 200 bucks. I really wish I can come in here and say I had a $140 shoe. That was the best shoe of the year. There are some great price point shoes out there. Heck, we even have a video on it, but at least for us, not just from my own perspective, but what people are coming in, asking for, trying on, and leaving with, it has really been these two shoes. And really the funny thing about the Glycerin Maxes, we have seen people using this as a freaking walker, as a racer, as a little bit of everything. It really has been just an awesome shoe. Well, there you have it. Our best of 2024 shoes. This was a lot of fun for us to put together, and I appreciate you guys sitting through the whole video to hear our list. Thank you so much for all the support in 2024 as well. We're super excited about the things coming next year, and we hope that you join us along the way for our favorite shoes of 2025 next year. Hey, if you're in the greater Westminster, Maryland area, stop on by and say hello. And if you want to purchase any of these fine products, we'll have links down below. Enter promo code RUNMOORE. You'll save 10%. Thank you so much. Happy holidays, all that good stuff, and we'll see you around town. Thanks so much for watching our channel. If you want to check out more, click the link to watch the video on our best value shoes of 2024, or check out our video on the Brooks Fit for 2024. Thanks so much for watching.